What's up? It's Ophi, and I'm back with your Lucky Girl horoscope for the week of July 14th through 20th. This week, we are at the in-between stage between the Capricorn full moon from last week and the Leo new moon happening on the 24th. Quarter moon in Aries on July 17th. So Aries is the fighter, it's the energizer, it's a fire sign like Leo. So after we had the sensible, strong Capricorn full moon last week, we now need to get into action. We talked the talk, we said the big things we could do, we saw the possibility of reaching those lofty goals, and now what we need to do is actually take one brave, bold action. And that is what the energy of Aries is about. It's the first sign of the zodiac. It's the key that turns in the ignition and says go. But not so fast, because, not to contradict myself, but that's what the planets make us do sometimes. On the 18th, the day after the quarter moon, Mercury turns retrograde in Leo, which is another fire sign, until August 11th. So from July 18th to August 11th, we've got Mercury retrograde, which says slow down, read everything over, make the lists, but check them more than twice. Hold off on signing the contracts if you can. Back up your technology, read all the fine print, make sure you're really sure that you want to step on the gas with whatever this thing is. So, well, you should make one brave, bold move. That might be asking the questions that you were too scared to ask the person about before signing on the dotted line. Maybe you felt a little bit intimidated by their experience or their authority. You didn't want to lose the opportunity, so you kind of said, I'll just go along with it and figure out how to make it work later. Not so fast. We also, just over the last couple weeks, had two planets go retrograde in Aries too. On July 4th, Neptune, which causes fogginess and illusions, went retrograde in Aries for the rest of the summer. And then on July 13th, for the rest of the summer, Saturn, which is the ruler of Capricorn, the ruler of goals and long-term plans, also went retrograde in Aries too. So go fast, but just not too fast this week. And that's not to say you can't do anything. Just make sure that you really aren't deluding yourself, fooling yourself in denial, that you aren't cutting corners, skipping ahead, skipping steps, rushing, and that you really have all the information that you need to make that informed decision. And once you do, go ahead and take that step. Make sure maybe it's reversible if possible. But next month, we'll still be in peak Leo season when Mercury retrograde ends on August 11th. So anything that you do a little extra research on now, or the bold questions you ask, will be answered. You'll be glad you did the extra work, because then next month you can really, really press go and make things happen.